Yeah, thank you so much.
One card on the bottom for Bill. Looks like we're ready to go. Cavern on Eldrazi passed the turn. Moon Lethal it arrives in the chat, says, hello, I want to play Legacy, but I need some guidance. What deck do you recommend for someone with an affordable, looking for an affordable option? So there are a few decks that don't have reserve list cards. Let's take a
I'm going to name...
I don't know. Was it? I saw on the Discord that it wasn't.
Thought Not Seer.
Thought Not Seer name with a Cabal Therapy to start the game. The hand is revealed. Null Drifter, Muckbanger, Wasteland, Eye of Ugin, Eldrazi Temple, and Cavern of Souls. That is a Flesh Raker, actually. I was beginning to talk about there are some decks without reserve list cards. Death and Taxes, 8 cast, Oops All Spells, Turbo Depths all come to mind.
Shaker. Cast Lotus Petal, trigger.
Lotus Petal, trigger the Flesh Raker, make a spawn.
Do you want to do a high roll?
And there are a bunch of people in our Discord server building their first Legacy deck, so it's become a resource for that. Join our Discord if you're not yet in there.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I unfortunately was out of town.
Is there a match with Painter in the queue? Maybe. Maybe.
Sure, go ahead.
Hopefully I can make one.
All right, turn 2 play as a young Pyromancer for Bill, who is experimenting with Grixis builds right now. Eye of Ugin comes down.
For green. Kick this, trigger.
Sure.
Ping you. Target and search.
Yeah.
Okay, Sowing Miko Spawn is the play here. Going to target Volcanic Island to exile with its cast trigger, and then finding a Wasteland to blow up the Underground Sea as well. So Bill loses 2 lands this turn. That's a pretty big turn for Marat. Looks like Bill's holding a copy of Colligan's Command. We're a far way from casting that now.
I will say go.
No.
Did I ping you from the... No, I think I missed the ping.
What's going on?
hold on, sorry.
I'm going to
No, it's okay. It's okay. You got it. I wasn't sure if I missed a Flesh Raker trigger with the Miko Spawn, but I think we got it. That's okay. Let's go ahead.
All right.
All right. Audrey, thank you for the resub. 16 months for Audrey. Still here somehow. Audrey, not sure where they're supposed to be, but we're glad you're here, Audrey.
I think we should just go. Yeah, it's okay. I'm out. I thought Adam Ponder on the draw. Yeah. C5 cards. Yeah, C1. Yeah.
I hope you find your happy place, Audrey. I really do.
3, 4. Blue.
Sure.
6, 7. Cast trigger.
Null Drifter getting hard cast here. And draw 2 on the cast.
So before that comes in, that's not results.
I play blue.
No, I know. I know. You're good.
Sorry about that. Ping you again.
Yeah.
Possibly an attack here with the Miko Spawn coming in.
I was just gonna force to get a token so I can flash back.
Oh, gotcha.
Was it 1.5 back then?
Force of Phil calling for a ban of Cavern of Souls. Maybe we should put Force of Phil on the rules committee.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, game 1 will go to Eldrazi. That one was pretty clearly over as soon as Miko Spawn resolved. Let's move on to game 2.
No, you're fine, dude. I'm not gonna like angle shoot you.
You too.
All right, Bill will be on the play, has a better idea of what he's up against here, and will be hopefully resolving some removal spells here in game 2.
I'll keep.
I'm gonna grab a
Keep us on.
In a more like serious.
Yep.
Both players have kept 7. Tech 13, thank you for the sub with Prime. 16 months. Appreciate that. Ancient Tomb passed the turn. So, okay. So, kind of flashed on screen there, getting a little bit ahead of me. But Harbinger of the Seas, the new card from MH3, that's a blue moon. Here's Undercity Sewers. Bill's going to surveil. But a great way to beat these Eldrazi decks is to attack their mana. Harbinger of the Seas does a great job of that. Wasteland, obviously great. Basic Mountain, the follow-up for Bill. Okay, a Wasteland on the Undercity Sewer. Bill floats a blue. Looks like Bill's going to make a play. Nope. Can be reasonable against Eldrazi in some situations to counter spells like Lotus Petal, let's say. I'm not saying that you should always do that, but if you've wasted them off a land, they haven't made a land drop in a turn, and they cast like Lotus Petal, it could be worth forcing it. If they have like Cavern especially or something, you'll see that play sometimes. All right, a Wasteland on Ancient Tomb, and Eldrazi has no permanence on the board, which Bill likes here. Okay, plays an Eldrazi Temple. Lorien revealed Island Cycle. Hype Train Conductor Harry arrives in the chat, surprised at Force of Phil's suggestion of a Cavern of Souls ban.
I felt some weakness, but I guess not. Guess not. Untap draw? Yeah.
Do you know the name of that button?
Nope.
Drax says, make the blue deck stronger. No thank you. Blue must pay. Drac, a Jund player, right? Probably.
I don't think he had it.
Here's Sowing Mycospawn. Thought Not Seer, excuse me. Thought Not Seer. It can be countered.
Yeah, it's ancient.
And Bill's hand will be revealed. Island Force, Volcanic, Fatal Push, and Molten Collapse. Both Molten Collapse and Fatal Push could deal with the Thought Not Seer. Bill has a fetch available to turn on Revolt.
Oh, sick. He reduces the cost of light source.
I'll force pitching days.
Okay, I can see where things.
Force of Phil having an outburst about Cavern of Souls in the chat.
Force of Will, beating stacks. Because you have Blayline Binding, deal 5. Yeah, there's so much on the Draco, deal 10.
Yeah. 18, I'll grab a Swamp.
Yep.
This guy, I'll draw?
Yep.
Silent Draco.
Okay, Fatal Push was exiled. Molten Collapse will remove the Thought Not Seer. Bill will find a basic Swamp and draw a card off the Thought Not Seer, leaving play trigger.
Back Abzan also. Let's just play like, do I think that
Yeah, Twitch chat trying to help Force of Phil cope with the situation.
let's bring back Abzan also.
Go.
Let's
Probably unsuccessfully.
two Sky
The way Richard Burkle intended.
You like the bigger.
Double Eldrazi Temple in play right now for Marat. No creatures, though, which is not really what you want when you're the creature deck. Cavern of Souls. Force of Phil says Cavern of Souls up there for worst designs ever made. Wow. Wow.
Pass turn to you.
Second part.
Yeah.
There it is, everybody. The frog. The frickin' frog.
Fine, but there is a way.
I guess if you're a fan of the frog, just put like a frog emoji somewhere. Otherwise, we'll assume you're not a fan. Kozilek's command. Getting forced.
Oh yeah.
Cavern of Souls only protects creatures. So Kozilek's command, despite being an Eldrazi, is countered. Some people forget that sometimes. Okay, we have one fan of the frog in the chat. Here's the One Ring.
Draw.
Oh my god.
So Psychic Frog won't have much to do this turn. Here's Murktide Regent. Bill has all the broken cards, right? Have you seen this card, Murktide, chat?
It'll be a 7/7.
You got
7/7 Murktide.
upkeep.
Yep.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
Activate ring.
It's good.
1, 2.
Oh. Sure did. Believe it or not, that shit fell off. Just did the same thing. Yeah, I know. That's just so rude. Yeah, I think up front. I will pay for life. And it's like so much better.
Murat having a think here has access to 7 mana, which is obviously more than enough to cast most of the Eldrazi that these decks run. And Cavern of Souls will make it so that a key creature will not be able to be countered. But defenses are down now after the One Ring. Okay, here's the Flesh Raker. The One Ring's ability resolved on the previous turn. A big Murktide and a Psychic Frog will be able to attack on Bill's next turn. Which is, needless to say, bad news for Murat.
Eldrazi.
Okay, another Cavern and Eldrazi.
So 1 colors for Eldrazi floating. I'll cast Miko Spawn.
Yeah.
So trigger.
Yep.
Ping you.
Yep.
Cast trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a Sowing Miko Spawn, not kicked. There is 1 mana Eldrazi mana floating. The Miko Spawn will search for a land on cast.
Cradle.
Looking for Gaia's Cradle, okay. A lot of mana. There's a trigger when Cavern enters? I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Ping.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
cast another one.
Sure.
Trigger.
Yep.
Ping you.
Yep.
Okay, casting another Miko Spawn just to search. No kick, no kick. Just a pig. It looks like calling Cavern of Souls best land ever. Must be a Slivers player.
And I'll pass turn.
If they played
Goblins player. There you go.
Discard card frog.
Okay, discarding a Volcanic Island to the frog. Discarding a Molten Collapse to the frog. Looks like Bill's going to jump the frog. That'll grow the Murktide. 8/8 Murktide. 3-power frog attacking.
11, and then I
take
take 2.
two.
Yeah, you got it.
And then the One Ring will end the game on Marat's upkeep. Going to game 3. Looks like Bill has kept 7. Marat working on a multi 5, trying to figure this out, how to get started. We'll see. Hopefully, Marat can keep 5.
I was thinking if I should just wasteland the.
These stompy decks, at least in my opinion, you kind of have to mulligan somewhat aggressively. You want to get a nice start. You can't be like making land drops for 3 turns and then play a 3-drop. Like that's just you're not gonna win the game most of the time. So, Marat being an experienced stompy player like myself, I guess, mulliganing for a good one here and resolving Devourer of Destiny right now.
So it's waste, blast zone, waste
Blast
game.
zone. Okay, sure.
Eldrazi Temple passed to turn. No turn 1 play. And a good start for Bill, wasting the Eldrazi Temple. A replacement off the top of the deck. PVDH has arrived in the chat. Happy to see some noodles. Okay, Wasteland into Fleshraker. And Consign to Memory. We'll counter it. Get the text for those up on the screen.
This one can only do 3.
Yeah.
We both do it.
Tap upkeep draw.
It's only when it's middle of your graveyard or your library.
Oh. So,
Second card. But
All right, there's the Frog. Good start to this game for Bill. No creatures on the board currently for Marat. But as we saw in the previous games, the Eldrazi decks can deliver a beating. Even in the late game, you'll see some big creatures drop. We know there's a Devourer of Destiny in hand.
So what are the other modes, I guess?
Plays an Ancient Tomb, making a bunch of mana.
I'll do for 2, exile, and make 2 spawns.
it's good.
Okay, Kozilek's Command will remove the Frog and make 2 Eldrazi spawns. So, Kozilek's Command pretty good there for Marat.
No, they activate ability.
And then the Wasteland, very nice.
I think I spoke. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Is stream volume low? Is there an audio issue?
Also fail. Sure. Land in the graveyard. Go ahead.
or
Yeah.
Okay, volume is low. Let me look into that. Thank you, chat.
never to do so. This one gets in.
Hard cast last week.
Top.
Yeah.
Sure.
After turn. So, yeah.
Chalice on 1. That's good.
That's good for yeah. 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 I don't.
Attack.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll attack for 2.
Okay, there's a Chalice on 1 on the board right now. I'm just running through all my checks of audio. One person saying audio is fine. All right, I'm just going to make sure everything's working. Devourer of Destiny just hit the board.
1 and 2.
Pass and
And top of that,
You got it. I think it'll just be like,
Let me know if audio got any better. I made some changes.
Okay, like my opening hand.
Okay, Molten Collapse will remove both Devourer of Destiny and Chalice, and then a Psychic Frog. Great turn for Bill. Psychic Frog back on the board.
Yeah. Actually, the pushes came in. They came in.
No play from Marat, just passing the turn. Psychic Frog will get a chance to attack, it looks like.
This one. Yeah. 15. Oh. So you go.
Okay, attack with the frog. No further plays. Marat needs to get some creatures on the board and or kill this frog, or Bill will continue to draw some extra cards. Just an Eldrazi spawn on Marat's side, which doesn't have any powers. Just a 0/1 that sacks for a colorless mana. Here's Young Pyromancer. Brainstorm, trigger the Pyromancer, make an elemental. Fist bump. Marat concedes. GG's.
Song 2, right?
That is the match. Okay. Grixis control, everybody. Yeah, Pyromancer too strong.